YouTube, welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. Here we are for qualifying. 20 drivers going for 18 minutes for the fastest time to start on the pole. Qualifying looks to be dry. The race, not so much. Race looks just a little damp.
Yep, a little.
Here we go, drivers fast off the pit lane. A lot of drivers, they're going to be stacking up here on their out laps. It's going to be fun to see. Remember, this is one of the highest speed tracks on the entire F1 circuit. Vettel, Magnussen, Russell, Markle on out laps. Whoa, Kubica almost slamming into the back of the Renault. I love it when it says lap 1 of 36 in qualifying. I believe George Russell is the first one. There's a caution in Sector 2. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a Renault getting ran over. Here comes George Russell out of Parabolica. And down the front stretch we go. 8th gear, full song. Highest level, VRS. Into turn 1, Russell. Nice and smooth. Through the chicane.
Come on, just go the fuck around me.
Comes Russell to Ascari. 211 miles per hour on his way to Ascari. Norris, Raikkonen on out laps. Vettel, Malenko, Magnussen, Albon, Kvyat, Markle, Russell, Bottas, Kubica. All coming around to set a timed lap. Here comes George Russell to set the first lap time of the session. It'll be a 1:23.070. Magnussen goes faster, 1:22.546. Look at Vettel going even faster, 22.087. If you can get someone slipstream, it'll really help you. Kvyat second quickest, Kubica fourth quickest, Malenko top of the charts, a 21.345. Here comes Perez. And Gasly on outlaps. Valtteri Bottas goes third quickest. Albon goes 7th quickest. Sainz goes 3rd quickest. Tyler Markle to the start finish line goes 2nd quickest, a 1:21.914. We're waiting on Lando Norris and Kimi Raikkonen. Whoa, and a huge wreck into turn 3, 5-place grid penalty for the current pole sitter Malenko. Kimi Raikkonen drives into the back of the Renault. Raikkonen was on a fast lap and gets absolutely demolished. I mean, there's half the front wing on that car. And Raikkonen obviously abandons his quali lap. Absolutely annihilated. Lando Norris also probably was hindered on his lap. Norris coming through the Parabolica now. We'll see what lap time he sets. It was a clusterfuck. Lando Norris coming to the start-finish line. He will go 10th quickest, 22.864. That probably is not a true scale of where he would be running, though, because of him having to negotiate his way through about 4 or 5 parked race cars entering turn 3. Turn 4, my bad. No, that was turn 3, actually. Here, Gasly. He's going to be the first one out of this group of cars to set a lap. Perez following suit. Perez getting a nice slipstream off of Lance Stroll. 213 into Ascari. Perez may have the lap time of the century here. If not, it's still going to be a good one because Perez, he is hauling the mail around here with slipstream. And he will not get pole, but it's going to be a nice lap for Sergio Perez, who goes slowest. That hurts. He had draft and everything. That is absolutely terrible out of the racing point. Sebastian Vettel goes third quickest. And Verstappen goes 7th quickest. Hamilton 5th quickest. Bottas 6th. Stroll goes 16th. Giovinazzi 18th. As Sainz 4th. Hamilton 5th. Bottas 6th. Leclerc the 2nd. Leclerc at 121.666. So here comes the drivers in from their laps. There's Verstappen. And Perez and... I'm sorry, Stroll. No, that was Perez. Here comes Bottas and Stroll. Giovinazzi in as well, along with Gasly. We wait for Kimi Räikkönen to try to make an attempt at a lap again. You gotta love it that we are on the second lap of qualifying. This is very interesting. Lap 2 of 36 in qualifying. I know we are not running 36 laps. We are running 27 laps. So, I have no idea how much time we have left in the session. We are apparently working lap 2 of 36 here in short qualifying. Malenko currently with the fastest lap in that Renault, 121.345. Leclerc, second quickest, a 121.666. Marco goes third quickest, a 121.914. Sebastian Vettel, fourth quickest, a 122.087. Fifth quickest is Carlos Sainz. Sixth quickest, Lewis Hamilton. 6/1000ths off of Carlos Sainz. Seventh quickest is Valtteri Bottas. Eighth quickest, Max Verstappen. Ninth quickest, Daniel Kvyat. 10th quickest, Kevin Magnussen. 11th quickest, Robert Kubica. 12th quickest, Alexander Albon. 13th quickest, Romain Grosjean. 14th quickest, Lando Norris. 15th quickest, George Russell. 16th quickest, Pierre Gasly. 17th quickest, Sergio Perez. 18th quickest, Lance Stroll. The slowest driver to take a time thus far, Antonio Giovinazzi, is 19th, a 123.397. Kevin Magnussen is on an outlap. We await Kimi Räikkönen to make an attempt at a lap time again. Here comes Kevin Magnussen through his Scari. Again, working lap 2. 36 here in short qualifying. Have no idea how much time is left in the session. But Magnussen, the first driver to take a second lap time here in qualifying. That's right on board with Kevin Magnussen. Robert Kubica, Sebastian Vettel on outlaps as well. Magnussen, 2:15 into turn 1. Kimi Räikkönen is out on the track again. And holding up Magnussen, who pulls just off to the left side to let Magnussen go by. Magnussen to 8th gear. 200 plus into turn 3. Into the Lesmo curbs we go. Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. When we work our way after Lesmo 2, he's out in 5th gear up after Lesmo 2 up the hill to Ascari. 211 into Ascari. It's a quick left, right, left through Ascari. Up the gears again, this time to Parabolica. Kevin Magnussen, clear racetrack for the most part of the lap, except he caught Kimi Räikkönen coming out of the pit lane, so we'll see this time as he crosses the start-finish line. He goes slightly quicker, but does not improve in position. He won 22.514. You're now right on board with Kimi Räikkönen. He, right now, setting his first lap time of the session. So Vettel, Kubica, Räikkönen, Russell on the track now. Bottas on an outlap. Russell still on an outlap. No idea how much time is remaining. I can only assume we're getting closer and closer to the end of qualifying. Albon on an outlap. Kimi Räikkönen into Parabolica. Vettel goes third quickest, the 1:21.861. Kimi Räikkönen goes ninth quickest. Wait, Bottas, Albon, Norris on outlaps. Here comes Leclerc and Verstappen. Tyler Markle's on an outlap. Giovinazzi, Perez, Gasly, Stroll on outlaps. Hamilton, Kvyat on an outlap. George Russell trying to improve upon his 16th place starting spot at the moment. Coming out of Parabolica, which I believe is turn 15 on the course. Clips DRS and he starts a lap, or he did not improve on his lap. Now wait, Robert Kubica, who comes into the pit lane. Caution in second, that's Tyler Markle coming almost to a complete stop. Valtteri Bottas is on an outlap. Or, I'm sorry, on a fast lap, coming to the start-finish line. Alright, now 7th quickest, he goes. He does not improve. So now, Hamilton on a fast lap. There's Tyler Markle on a fast lap. Coming off the Parabolica. Tyler Markle going for pole. 3 minutes remaining. Alright, no, that is the session over. So Malenko locks in his 1:21.345. Leclerc will not set a faster lap. Verstappen goes second quickest, a 1:21.597. Vettel locks in his 21.861. Norris, I believe he set his fastest lap he can. Sainz is done. Bottas is done. Lando Norris goes 5th. Lewis Hamilton second quickest, a 1:21.399. Verstappen third, Leclerc 4th, Norris 5th, Gasly 6th, Vettel down to 7th. Here comes Tyler Markle to the start finish line. Tyler, he will go third quickest, a 1:21.547 for Tyler Markle.
Second chicane.
And Lewis Hamilton will start on the pole as Malenko had the 5-place grid penalty, sets the fastest lap. Malenko has the pole, but had a 5-place grid penalty for taking out Kimi Räikkönen heading into the second
again,
chicane.
Just like China.
Lewis Hamilton will start on the pole. Tyler Markle second, Max Verstappen third. Here we go into the race.
Kept fucking up the second chicane.
And here we go. It's a slip and slide here for the Italian Grand Prix.
That's right.
No DRS today, boys. It is a slip and slide high speed fest. Tight, very slow corners, very long, very fast straights. This can either be a great race or an abysmal race. Let's hope for the first option. 27 laps. Before that, these guys have one important lap, and it's the formation lap. So here we go. Let's go through the starting lineup. Row 1, we have the Mercedes on the pole, the number 44 of Lewis Hamilton. In row 2, alongside of him in row 1, the driver of the Renault, Tyler Markle. Row 2, and third, we have Red Bull driver Max Verstappen. And alongside of him, starting 4th, the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. In row 3, starting 5th, we have the McLaren of Lando Norris. Starting alongside of him, 5-place grid penalty for him. Has him starting in the 6th position, Renault of Malenko. In row 4, Red Bull of Pierre Gasly. An amazing race for him last week. Let's see if he can do better with another rain-filled weekend. Starting alongside of him, Ferrari driver Sebastian Vettel. In row 5, McLaren driver Carlos Sainz. And alongside of him, Haas driver Romain Grosjean. In row 6, Valtteri driver Mercedes driver Valtteri Bottas. Alongside of him, Daniel Kvyat for Toro Rosso. In row 7, for Williams, Robert Kubica. And alongside of him, for Racing Point, Sergio Perez. In row 8, for Toro Rosso of Alexander Albon. Alongside of him, the Haas of Kevin Magnussen. In row 9, a Racing Point of Lance Stroll. And the Alfa Romeo of Kimi Raikkonen. And in row 10, the Alfa Romeo of Antonio Giovinazzi. And the Williams of George Russell. So here comes the grid onto the front stretch. Here we go. Here we go. We have 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away they go. Hamilton with a great start. Markle trying to capitalize on that. Here comes Ferraris down the inside. Leclerc trying to hold on to 4th. Verstappen to 3rd. Stretchers in here. Malenko slides into Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton going over curves. Malenko up to 2nd, up 4 spots more he started. The Renaults are down and away from the rest of the field. Lewis Hamilton 3rd over Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. On board Leclerc, Verstappen and Hamilton go side by side for the 3rd position. Verstappen trying to hang on, trying to clear Hamilton for 3rd. Grosjean and Kubica going at it for 11. Grosjean trying to clear Kubica, and he will. We have 2 queues here. We have the first queue of 10 separated by about 2 seconds to the second, to the second queue of 10. Tyler Markle with the fastest lap of 1:37.864. Now you would say that maybe It's not a queue of 10 anymore, it's a queue of 2 as Malenko dive into the inside of Markle for the race lead. They both go wide. Markle's going over curbs. Malenko trying to clear Markle side by side out of turn 1. Malenko with the race lead.
Collision warning. Fuck off.
Yeah, I got a collision warning too, and I was like, I never touched you.
Malenko and Markle both going over curbs. Renault teammates uniting here into the Lesmos they go. Oh, and there's some front wing contact between Malenko and Markle there. Gearbox to front wing for the Renault drivers. A peek into the inside. They're going side by side into Ascari. Malenko goes wide right over the curb. Lost a lot of traction there on the exit of Ascari. On their way down to Parabolica. Markle all over the left side now of Malenko into Parabolica side by side. Here comes Max Verstappen with a full head of steam. As these Renault drivers going toe to toe. Malenko with the fastest lap. Verstappen with the fastest lap. A 1:34.569 on the inters. Markle and Malenko continue to do battle. Leclerc trying to fend off Lando Norris. Malenko and Markle again. They make contact this time. Malenko will clear Markle. Second time both drivers have gotten collision warnings.
I didn't get a collision warning.
And they're sliding into the chicane. And they have gapped Verstappen easily. Hamilton up to third, Verstappen back to fourth. Leclerc trying to fend off Norris for fifth. Here comes Norris. Norris will clear Leclerc. Here comes Vettel. Dive into the inside of Leclerc, trying to get to the inside of Norris. Oh, they made contact, but Vettel will clear Leclerc for sixth. Norris looking for fourth on Hamilton. Norris diving to the inside of Hamilton. Here we go into Parabolica. Leclerc to seventh. Trying to fend off Pierre Gasly. Malenko with the fastest lap by 1:34.420. More Tyler Markle. Does he do a lunge into turn 1? He will not. Raikkonen to 13th over Grosjean. Gasly and Leclerc continue to do battle for 7th. Here comes Gasly to the outside of Leclerc. Side by side into the chicane. Gasly with the preferred line. Leclerc now with the preferred line through the exit of the chicane. Leclerc trying to clear Gasly, and he will do so. That was going on for the 7th position. So right now it's Malenko, Markle, Verstappen, Hamilton, Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, Gasly, Sainz, and Bottas your top 10. And a lot of overtakes happening this time. Gasly on Leclerc, Bottas on Sainz. This is 7th and 9th doing battle. Leclerc trying to fend off Gasly, Sainz back to 9th over Bottas. Now Sainz trying to fend off Gasly, Sainz trying to fend off Bottas. Malenko with the fastest lap again, a 1:33.742. Sainz and Bottas going at it again. Bottas using the Mercedes engine to outpower Sainz. Gasly again on Leclerc to the outside.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Another warning.
Leclerc clears Gasly again. Bottas on the aggressive. Bottas may be looking to get around Gasly here into the second chicane. He peaks, but Gasly makes that car as wide as possible because Gasly's also looking for a way around Leclerc. Leclerc, Gasly, Bottas, all driver twos here, nose to tail. Tyler Markle pulling up to Malico, looking to the inside, he brakes early. Here comes Sainz, back on Bottas. Sainz trying to clear Bottas off a Parabolica.
Oh shit.
He will do so. Marco with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. It looks like they both made contact. Marco to the race lead. Malcolm full head of steam. Marco parks the bus.
You weren't there on my screen. Like if you look at it, go watch the stream.
On my screen, you moved up right into me. I was there, and then you just cut into me.
The arrow wasn't red.
I peeked my nose in there, and then you just come down and push me into the grass.
Sorry, the arrow wasn't red.
The Renault's trying to recreate a Mercedes at Spain a few years back. This time they hold on to the race lead.
I have no front wing, though.
I'm missing one too.
Just both sides are yellow. Oh shit, he has a time penalty. He didn't even take the first corner.
It wouldn't stop. Like the car just does not brake.
Made his own first corner.
Tyler Markle into the pit lane to replace that front wing.
If you want better braking, do you put the brake bias all the way up or down?
You want better front brakes, you put the brake bias up. Kvyat on Magnussen, this is for 14th. Raikkonen to 11 over Grosjean. Kubica has pulled away from Raikkonen, and Kubica in 10 looking to do battle with Carlos Sainz for 9th. What a drive from Kubica! Do we see Malico? He will not pit this time to replace his front wing, and here comes Hamilton on Verstappen for second. Hamilton trying to now fend Verstappen again. Verstappen with the crossover, side by side into turn 1 they go. Verstappen with the preferred line to the first part. Hamilton to the preferred line to the second part. They're still side by side on the exit. Verstappen with the run on the exit on the inside. Did he go into turn 2? Verstappen will clear Hamilton. And here comes Hamilton again to the outside of Verstappen. This time he's preferred line through the second part of the chicane, side by side through the second part. Here we go into the Lesmos and a caution in sector 1. Yellow in sector 2. Alexander Albon is around. He goes. Tyler Markle spinning as well.
Why the fuck?
And Pierre Gasly has a problem. So much happening all at once. Toro Rosso, Red Bull, Renault, all involved here.
Yeah, Mark, how we've weared over the 8 laps, you may have to make an extra.
This time Norris on Verstappen. Norris around Verstappen. Verstappen fights back. No, he can't get beside the McLaren.
And this one isn't even that bad. It's just got a purple first sector.
And Tyler Markle to the pit lane again. At the moment, looking like another horrendous points day for that Renault. And it could be capitalization in a completely different top of the driver's table. Leaving this if things don't turn around quickly for Markle.
What the fuck do I still have injuries?
Markle right now, 9 laps in, has made 2 pit stops. Alexander Albon with his first stop. Back up front, Malenko nearly an 8-second lead over Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen looking to get back on Norris. Here comes Verstappen to the inside of Norris, side by side. Down the front stretch in the 1. Sainz has the preferred line if he can stay, or I'm sorry, Norris has the preferred line if he can stay there. Verstappen pulls on the exit though. Vettel is there. Verstappen clears Norris. Norris looks to the outside of Verstappen, trying to get side by side in the preferred line through the second part of the chicane. Norris and Verstappen, side by side into the Lesmos. Vettel can't see anything. Norris goes to third. And what's about to be a slipstream fest on the front stretch. Yet none of them can get the overtake on any of them. Here comes Leclerc into the mix. Tyler Markle with the fastest lap. A 1:33.320. He is 26 seconds off of Lance Stroll, who's running 17th. So here we go. For third, Norris. Verstappen 4th, Vettel, Leclerc 5th and 6th. Verstappen closing to the gearbox of Norris. Vettel is not as close as he'd like to be, but if these two continue to battle, he might get right back into this. Verstappen, huge slipstream on Norris. Down the front stretch again. Here we go. Side by side into one. Verstappen has preferred line if he can get the exits he's always been getting. Almost clear of Norris. Verstappen trying to clear Norris. Here comes Vettel. Vettel is there, looking for a way around Norris into the second chicane. Norris looking to the outside of Verstappen. Here we go. Norris trying to shove Verstappen wide. Vettel is there. Leclerc is behind Vettel. Side by side, Vettel looking for any kind of hole he can on Verstappen and Norris. They're sliding all over the place. Vettel cannot see anything. Vettel diving to the inside, Verstappen, they're going 3 wide into a scurry. Vettel with the preferred line, Norris goes wide, Verstappen trying to hang on to 4th, 3rd. Here comes Vettel to 4th, Leclerc to 5th, Norris back to 6th, and out of the battle. And now Vettel looking for a podium spot.
Yeah, Marco, I'm gonna be pitting now. I'm gonna get a new wing. Just is there a chance to have the budget for that?
Sure.
Vettel diving to the inside of Verstappen. This is her third. Here comes Leclerc. Leclerc gonna follow suit. Vettel clears Verstappen. Leclerc to the inside of Verstappen and has the preferred line on the exit if he gets the same pull as the Red Bull. We're gonna be side by side out of the first chicane. Into the sweeping right-hander. Vettel the third. Leclerc the fourth.
What tire am I going on? Marco, we only have one fucking option.
Right, I have what's... That says we're getting close apparently to that.
It never told me we're getting close to west. And I'm pitting this lap.
Tyler Markle, a 1:33.062. We expect Varetto to come in, as you've been hearing the audio. 10.7 seconds over Lewis Hamilton. Here we go, the Renault is in. Trying to split this race right down the middle. Halfway, right there. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Sebastian Vettel. This is gonna surrender the lead to Charles Leclerc. Max Verstappen is in. Lando Norris stays out. Valtteri Bottas stays out. Sainz is in. Kubica stays out. And see Kubica go to 4th. Bottas to 3rd. Lando Norris to 2nd. Leclerc to the race lead. Hamilton coming out right now in the 6th position. Vettel looks to be heading out ahead of Verstappen. Sainz on his way. Here comes Raikkonen and Kvyat. Perez, Russell, and Grosjean. Malenko to 4th over Kubica. Valtteri Bottas looking all over the road to get around Lando Norris into Ascari they go. Bottas will clear Norris for second. Leclerc's 3 seconds clear of this. Here comes Leclerc, Bottas, Norris, and Malico onto the front stretch. Here comes Kubica. Malico long clear of Lewis Hamilton. .7 seconds. Lost the time to replace the front wing, but it's all good. Tyler Markle right now midfield, right now in the 14th position. Verstappen, Leclerc, and Vettel going at it again. Leclerc diving to the outside of Verstappen. Oh, they make contact through the chicane. Vettel is there again. Vettel is ready to go 3 wide again, as we saw last time they went up to Ascari. Into the Lesmos they go. Leclerc trying to clear Verstappen. Vettel trying to dive to the inside of Verstappen. Leclerc clears Verstappen. Verstappen up the hill they go now. Bottas is in 6th, and here goes Bottas all over the road looking for a way around Vettel. Slipping and sliding left and right. Vettel dives to the inside of Verstappen. Vettel trying to go by, now trying to clear Verstappen. Vettel clears Verstappen. Gets away from Bottas. Bottas right there on Verstappen's gearbox. Looking to left side, into Parabolica. Verstappen trying to clear Bottas again. Bottas is cleared by Verstappen. Can Vettel get by his teammate Charles Leclerc? Here comes Verstappen and Bottas going at it. Leclerc takes a defensive line. Vettel looks to the left side. Side by side, double wide. Here we go, Leclerc trying to pull the gap on Vettel. Vettel is cleared by Leclerc. Bottas and Verstappen continue to do battle. Norris and Sainz may have something to say about this battle soon. Leclerc clear of 3rd. Verstappen and Bottas continue for 5th. Bottas with the preferred line to the second part. Here comes the McLarens of Norris and Sainz. Verstappen, Bottas still going side by side for 5th through the Lesmos. Bottas trying to clear Verstappen. Verstappen fighting back hard. Now up the hill they go. Here comes Norris. Norris is there looking for 6th on Verstappen. Bottas clears Verstappen. Norris diving to the inside. Verstappen to the inside of Bottas. Here to go into Ascari again. Bottas goes wide. He's sliding. He hits Carlos Sainz on the slide, and it keeps Bottas going straight. Here comes Norris to the left side of Verstappen into Parabolica. Sainz is there as well. And Norris will clear Verstappen on the exit of Parabolica. Sainz with a huge slipstream down the front stretch. Verstappen slipstreaming up to Norris. There goes Norris. They're going 3 abreast into turn 1. 2 McLarens and a Red Bull. 3 wide into 1. Here they go. Verstappen with his preferred line. 3 wide on the exit of 1. And Norris clear. Verstappen to 6th, Sainz back to 7th. Markle into the 9th position, but he still has to pit soon. Markle again clear of Kubica. He is 2.5 seconds back of Bottas and another second to This cluster of cars just going at it. They've actually lost a lot of time to Vettel and Leclerc, as they haven't been battling. They've just kind of been slipstreaming each other down the straightaways. Leclerc 13 seconds off of Hamilton. Here comes Vettel to the inside of Leclerc, side by side into a scurry. Vettel trying to clear Leclerc. He will do so. Hamilton 10 seconds off of a race lead.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat Marco's fastest lap. I'm less than a tenth off. I've literally ran a tenth off of Marco's fastest lap for like every lap straight since I pit.
Here comes Leclerc back to the inside of Vettel. Marco to the pit lane. Pitting from the 9th position. Vettel, Leclerc still side by side. Leclerc clearing Vettel. Verstappen to 5th on Norris. Sainz has to deal with the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas very soon. Kubica in 9th. Very strong drive from the Williams of Robert Kubica. 4 seconds off of Valtteri Bottas though, but he is 6.5 seconds clear of 10th place Kevin Magnussen, who's doing battle right now with Kimi Räikkönen.
A purple first and third sector, but I fucked up in the second sector.
The battle for the points, paying position right here. Räikkönen trying to get 10th on on Magnussen. Here goes Charles Leclerc trying to get 3rd back from Sebastian Vettel. Down the front stretch we go again. 16 seconds off of Lewis Hamilton. They're going side by side for 3rd, and it's Leclerc trying to clear Vettel. Leclerc gets the run off the corner. Verstappen. Albon has recently pitted. He's on fresh enters as well. 35 seconds off of 18th place Tyler Markle. Malico looks to be catching the lap car of Alexander Albon, and knowing that he set the fastest lap of a 1:32.373 and a caution in sector 1. It's Carlos Sainz! Around he goes! In a scurry!
That's 7/10 faster than Marco's fastest lap.
He's sitting on the racetrack now. And dropping down the order. And now he gets going again. Carlos Sainz all the way back to the 18th position.
Man, trying to wear out my rear tires doing that though.
Perez, Grosjean, Kvyat, Russell, all going at it. 4-car battle for 12th. Vettel, Verstappen going at it for 4th. Tyler Markle an even faster lap, a 1:32.274. They're going to go 4 wide into turn 1. No, they nail it back down to 3 wide. Perez trying to get to 12th over Grosjean. Kvyat on Russell. Here comes Tyler Markle, making it a 5-car battle for 12th. Markle with a double overtake on Kvyat and Russell. Another double overtake in the works for Grosjean and Perez. Grosjean looking to the outside of Perez. Marco heavy on the brakes. 3 wide in the second chicane. And Marco clear of all the mayhem. Perez in the sand trap. Holding on to 13th over Grosjean. Here comes Kvyat to the inside of Grosjean. Grosjean trying to fend off Russell on the outside. Stroll is there as well. What a cluster of cars. It was 5-6 cars battling for the 12th position all at once. Not for points, but absolutely insane nonetheless. Here comes Stroll to the inside of Russell. This is for 16th. To the inside of Kvyat, why not? For 15th. Here he goes, Stroll clear of Kvyat. Verstappen, Vettel continue to do battle. This is for 4th. Verstappen with the preferred line on the exit and clears Vettel. Malenko really catching Alexander Albon now.
He's saying he's had the blue flag for an entire lap now.
And Alexander Albon does give way to Malenko. Lewis Hamilton 15 seconds back. 30 seconds off the race lead, Charles Leclerc. Vettel and Verstappen do battle another couple seconds off of Leclerc. They're 4th. Norris right now 6th, trying to hang on against Valtteri Bottas. Another important battle. We don't believe he's going to pit for the rest of the race, and rightfully so. Freshest tires in the field. But Tyler Markle, right now in 12th, he can see Raikkonen up ahead a couple spots.
Chill.
A couple spots. Marco first, works for Giovinazzi. Vettel, Verstappen continue doing battle. Norris, Bottas going at it on the front stretch. Here comes Marco to the outside of Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi, he fights back, but Marco will clear Gio into turn 1.
What position are you in, Marco?
Tyler Markle clearing Giovinazzi for 11th. Now he sets his sights on 10th place Kimi Raikkonen. Here goes Tyler, really closing the gap now on Raikkonen, that time through Ascari. Verstappen and Vettel continue to do battle. This is the never-ending battle. Norris and Bottas still going at it for 6th. Marco is there on Raikkonen. Your points leader trying to get a point and a second point if he can get the point on Kimi Räikkönen. Tyler moves into the 10th position, long clear of Räikkönen. So that is 2 points now, 1 for the position and 1 for the fastest lap. Norris, Bottas still doing battle. Here comes Kubica in 8th, looking for 6th on Norris and Bottas. Kubica to the inside of Bottas. Into Parabolica. Looking to the inside of Sainz, he can't get there. Kubica trying to clear Bottas for 7. What a drive from Robert Kubica. 7th position, battling for 6th, losing time to Norris, now battling Bottas. What a drive from Robert Kubica. Absolutely phenomenal what he's been able to do today on a power-driven racetrack. It's come down to rain, and that Williams has really shown that that is a Mercedes engine in that Williams, outdoing a up-to-par Mercedes engine of Valtteri Bottas. He really did put a good one in that puppy this weekend. Vettel, Verstappen again do battle into Parabolica. Vettel with the run. Verstappen trying to close the door on Vettel. Bottas, Kubica going at it for 7. Mark 5 seconds back off of that battle.
Or just remembered, Mark was a penalty.
That's right. Tyler does have a 3-second time penalty and is not seconds clear of Kevin Magnussen at the moment. And almost not 3 seconds clear of Räikkönen at the moment. 2.8 right now is the gap between himself and and Kimi Räikkönen. I'm sorry, no, he's clear of Räikkönen, not clear of Magnussen, who's 10th. As Kubica and Bottas continue side by side around the Lesmos, Bottas really having to fight for his money's worth against Robert Kubica and the Williams. And Kubica looking to clear Bottas again onto the straightaway to Ascari. Bottas fighting back. Taylor Markle has this double overtake in his sights. Vettel to 4th on Verstappen. Markle to 8th on Kubica, to 7th on Bottas. Double overtake into Parabolica. Max Verstappen again on Sebastian Vettel for the 4th position. It looks like Vettel's always getting the spot into Parabolica, but Verstappen gets it into turn 1. The thing is, the finish line is closer to Parabolica than it is turn 1. Kubica on Bottas again. This is for 8th. Markle just trying to clear 3 seconds of Kubica and Bottas. He's got a lap and a half to do it. Malenko has started the final lap of this race. working his way to the second chicane now. 21.5 seconds over Lewis Hamilton. Charles Leclerc just crossed the line now, 36.8 seconds behind. Max Verstappen now clear, 7/10 to Sebastian Vettel entering the final lap. 44 seconds behind. Lando Norris nearing 50 seconds behind as Tyler Markle approaches. Markle cleared the 3 seconds over Robert Kubica and Valtteri Bottas. Right now Markle safely in 7th. At the moment, Malika works his way to Parabolica.
And I avenge my pole.
That's right, Malika does avenge his pole and takes a huge jump in the points. If I'm not mistaken, this could potentially be the points leader. Markle with 7th position at the moment. And an extra point. 7 points for Markle. And Malenko 25. Malika would leave this race as the points leader. Markle to 6th over Norris, but is not clear by 3 seconds. So Markle will come home in 7th. There he is, Malika on the podium. Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, the top 3. And your new points leader on the top step of that podium. Lewis Hamilton is either 2nd or 3rd in points. Leclerc is right there. This is a really tight points battle at the moment. Not exactly sure how it scraps out to be, but here we go. Is at the 1/3 point of the season. We've just completed the 7th out of 21 Grand Prix. It is a 4-point lead Malenko has over Lewis Hamilton, 6 over Tyler Markle, 6 over Charles Leclerc. Max Verstappen now to 5th. 61 points, 30 points back off of Malenko. Wow. Alright, so Malenko, how does that feel? Getting that win, avenging your 5-place grid penalty in quali, and the points lead by 4 points over Hamilton.
It feels good to finally get up there and win some races. Early on in the season, it looked like it was going to be struggling to compete every week, and then we went over and we had a mid-season break basically in the beginning of the season. We came back and looking pretty good now.
I mean, that is insane what's been happening. Is that what, 3 Grand Prix wins on the season and back-to-back Grand Prix wins?
Yep.
Oh, great stuff. Alright, so that's it from the Italian Grand Prix. Next week we're at the Hockenheim ring in Germany.